Hey everyone, what's going on? I just got done with Wings and Wheels. Figured now would be a great time to do a walkthrough of my car. As you can see, there she is. Just got done wiping it down. Weather was not too friendly. A bunch of water spots on it, so we'll get started. So exterior wise, there's a bunch of stuff. So the Elixir hood right there, it's type 2. That was pretty hard to get. My buddy Dat at Speed Alliance in San Diego, he did an awesome job helping me source that and getting that in a very reasonable time, even though I was still very urgent with trying to get it quicker. If he sees this, he'll have a good laugh. Authentic TRD Neo V1 bumper with the rainbow fogs. Those, I guess, nowadays are pretty hard to come by. People are charging arm and leg for some of these parts. Obviously, being in Florida, you don't need a front license plate anymore, so I got that off Amazon, super cheap, like 15 bucks. Alteza grill, the Ventus V1 front splitter, lots of modifications. So you can buy it completely black, or it comes with the vinyl 40, I believe, is the wrap on there. I chose to just get the plain because I ended up wrapping it myself. Super easy. It's a flat surface, you can't really mess it up. And then I got these are off Amazon. These are pretty much like little seals that you can buy. So did that. These eyelids are from Yahoo Japan Auctions. These are the jade eyelids. Those are good luck. That's all I'm going to say for that. If you believe it or not, the car was all black back in San Diego when I found this thing. It was 105,000 miles on it. It was slammed on Megan coilovers. The coilovers were all blown. Had a dent, a giant dent the size of a football, like right up there, so that sucked. So when I bought this thing, it was all black. I knew what I wanted to do to it, so obviously now dreams kind of become a reality, right? Adult with adult money now, or a little kid with adult money. So we'll continue. Got the Vertex side skirts. A lot of people ask me what that is. So if you know about the Supras, there's a Redox Supra. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but that is the vent off one of that. And so I saw one guy do it and it just looked clean. I don't know why. It just flows really good with the car, the aggressiveness of it. So incorporated that. A lot of people, what they do is they rivet that in. Instead, I had this molded and modified into the actual fender. So that comes with the fender. So this little kid just driving, dude, my neighborhood's crazy. So did that. I'm going around, obviously, with the door strips from Amazon. Decided to wrap the door pillar, or the outside door columns. Carbon fiber gas tank cover from fucking eBay. Wrapped the hood with IS effing legit. We did that in San Diego. Super cool dude. He has an ISF, obviously. Yeah, but when we took this off after the initial one that I did, it was almost yellow underneath, so we're like, yeah, definitely covering that up. Little stubby antenna, obviously no need for it because everything now is Bluetooth or on your phone. Roof spoiler from eBay. Charge speed rear bumper without the diffuser. I just think it looks cleaner. The diffuser just looks kind of tacky. A lot of people ask me about my fenders. So believe it or not, that is the actual rear quarter. And what we did was I had XXRs 521. So let me show you real quick. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. I'll try to reach up. So I had these. When I bought the car, those were 18 by 10 plus 24 square. And so I wanted to always have a little bit of a poke, kind of like, you know, wide hips, right? Because what guy doesn't like wide hips? So pretty much we put the 18 by 10 plus 24 on there, and then we added an 1.5 inch spacer. And so the offset, what came out to be, was -13, and so that is a -9. So obviously the wheels, SSR SP3s, they came in a touring gold. I should have just stayed with it, but my stupid ass wanted to change it to turquoise. You completely regret that decision. It was that the turquoise never came out how I wanted to, and I was just kind of stuck there because getting wheels powder coated isn't cheap, especially in San Diego at that time. but now I got the bronze chrome, and this shit pops. Like it suits the car so well. So 18 by 10 plus 20 plus 24 up front, 18 by 10 minus 9 in the back. So when I did minus 13, my math, I'm not good at math, y'all, but I want to be able to put meaty tires on it. But I think I've come to, if I put meaty tires on that, that's going to look funny. So I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to roll with this. So 225 40s up front, and then 225 45s in the back. Coming around the Cybon carbon fiber lid. There's this one, and then I think Viz makes one. And then the TRD lip spoiler. I don't think there's really, if there's an authentic one, I don't have it, but this is the one off eBay, nothing too crazy. So these taillights, these are the dark smoke off eBay. I can't remember, but I'll show you what made me get them. Let me just turn those on. So when it's dark out, that it's not flashing, it's just the frames, but at night that's it so well. So these are off eBay. These are also eBay. So if you go on eBay, you can look at the spider tail lights, and so I ended up selling the tails and kept the trunk tails. So I ended up doing that. And then this is the original little cover for the license plate lights. I just had that hydro dipped. The exhaust is an Apexy N1. I just recently got the cats all removed. Definitely sounds so much better, not gonna lie. Yeah, the car is sitting on Fortune Auto 500 series coilovers, the standard, the standard setup that they send you. But yeah, that's the exterior. And then oh yeah, the headlights. So those are the blue tint ones. If you know what I'm talking about, those are not cheap. A lot of very nice pieces on this car. My whole emphasis on this was I like to enjoy the car. If I'm going this thing, I'm not going fast, I'm cruising in it, because back in the day, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to cruise with our friends. And then everyone's like, oh, like, what do you got done to the engine? It's the factory engine. And I always tell them, like, if I want to go fast, I'll just hop on that fucking thing, and that thing goes plenty fast. And if I want to feel spoiled, I just hop in that thing. But yeah, nothing special under the engine bay, just some hydro dip parts, K9 intake, Mishimoto radiator, but I'll show you that. We'll go on the inside. So driver's side, right off the rip, had the door cards all done. All the upholstery was done by AP Auto Works, or AP Upholstery in San Diego, right? So a lot of this was done in San Diego, right? I was stationed out there for 10 years. Lots of friends out there, lots of good connections, lots of time, lots of blood down there too. Not in like a gang sense, but just like the time, blood, and energy that was spent on this car through friends and just connections. It's crazy. But if you know IS300s, you know the pattern for the door. It's a 3 stripes going that way. So I was like, well, let's just change it up. So we did that, right? These covers, these are all hydro dipped. It looks pretty good. Ricardo did a really good job. Hydro dip concepts in San Diego as well. He's in Chulawana. So obviously steering wheel, I can't remember off the top of my head who did it, but I mean, you can find these nowadays, right? You can get the perforated ones, or you can just get the standard ones. I did that with the white stripe. JDM drag floor mats, Mishimoto shift knob. AP Upholstery did that as well. Actually, no, they did not do those. I got those off eBay as well. eBay back in the day, man, I'm telling you, that's the shit right there. AP Upholstery did a killer job on the dash. That's probably the most complimented piece when it comes to this car, is this dash, right? I don't know if you can see it. Very nice. Super nice. If you know IS300s, and I'm sure all Teslas also have this issue, sticky dash. The 01s didn't have it, so the 01 dashes are very sought after. But the sticky dash, everyone either strips them or tries to strip them, or they what's that stuff they put on it? But they put it on there, and it's rough. It looks tacky. So obviously the center dash, or center console, I'm sorry, also hydro dipped. These knob things, I have 3 of these. These are very hard to come by. I saw them once in a post years ago, and I was like, I need them. And you know, everyone's like, well, how do you know what controls what? When you've owned this car long enough, you don't need to know. You just know. You know what I'm saying? All the OGs will understand that. I have a Kenwood DNX 892 head unit. That thing is a prehistoric thing. Obviously, you got the ejecto-seato in case anyone tries to act up in the passenger seat. Got the door sills. These things are eBay, right? Just another showpiece. Got the Sparco. Damn, what are these? I want to say these are the R100s. I could be mistaken. Got those with the harnesses. What else? Oh, the headliner's also done by AP Upholstery. Did a phenomenal job. In the back, kind of the same thing. Did the stripes down. We got the so a lot of people, they do the Brom harness bar. The harness bars are all the same. I mean, it's not a fucking roll cage, but you get the point. It does what it needs to do. It holds the harnesses and whatever, right? If I die, I die. I mean, at this point, like, this thing's a walking death trap, or driving death trap. But harness bar, a little CO2 bottle in case this thing catches on fire. I can at least attempt to try to put it out. Factory, seats. These are very clean. Nothing, no nicks, tears, or anything. JDM drag floor mats in the back. The original Lexus first aid kit. I highly recommend not using anything out of there, because if you know, you know. And then that just little access for the trunk for the boom boom, if you know what I'm saying. I just have that down so I can hear the bass coming out of there reverberate, you know what I'm saying. We'll go to the passenger side. Nothing really crazy here, right? Obviously wrap those. Is this still locked? It sure is. I gotta get my charger out of there. Oh, dash cam Rovi. They were good. The support is horrible. I need to get a new dash cam. I know Red Tiger, they have one. They're on TikTok. I mean, I've been buying a lot of stuff off TikTok. I probably should stop. But yeah. Let's see what else. And then yeah, that's all pretty much the same. So I'll show you the trunk next. Okay, let's see. So, okay, here we go. So I got SOS Customs. So they did the trunk setup. So down here I have another battery, and just kind of like a little storage thing. So this battery and how it's all set up, it's mostly for the sound system. So on the left, Hyphonics I think is probably the most underrated amp company that there is. They make solid amps. I've had these for, shoot, I remember me, Jeff, and Armando doing all the wiring and stuff. We tore out the whole interior and ran wiring. That was fun. But Hyphonics is solid. We went with New Concepts, KNUKNOCEPTZ. All their wiring, phenomenal wiring. Highly recommend that. But we did all the wiring. That was fun. That was a good that was a bunch of good bromancing going on. But yeah, Hyphonics. So on the left you have the Hyphonics 1600 watt. It's like 1614.3 or something, but 1600 watt amp. Those control the infinity kappas on the inside. So I have infinity kappa tweeters. The front door card speakers, those are 6x5, and then the rear deck ones are 6 3/4. Yeah, the rear deck is 6 3/4. The front door cards are 6.5, right? So that is just for the interior speakers. So the clarity, phenomenal. This is a big boy. This is 3016 point whatever. It's a 3000 watt amp. This is only for these two big things. These are the JL Audio Dub 6 12-inch variation. So 3000 watt amps. Each one of these roughly takes about 800 watts to give you the boom boom. So it's kind of overkill, and these things are just slapped. These little kickers, they were connected. I was chasing a ground, so I said, you know, I don't really need these. They don't do anything. If anything, they're more for show. So I took the wiring out. Still have a ground. I've redone every single wiring. It's when you own an old car, you're chasing grounds, I feel like, forever. So this was all done by SOS Customs. Had this was done in SOS Customs. These are made by Wicked Kaz, the enclosures. So definitely check those out. They do a really good job. You just got to modify them a little bit, but other than that, they're solid. So yeah, that's that. SOS also did this as well. See, Cybon, solid products. And then I'll show you, I think all that's left is the engine bay, and there's nothing phenomenal. It's a factory in a engine bay, but yeah, there you go. Oh. All right, so right, you got the Odyssey battery. Thank you, Odyssey, for sponsoring the build. Batteries are solid. They hooked it up. I got a battery tender. Brought back these batteries multiple times. So hydro dipped. K&N intake. I need to clean this thing. Holy shiza. Need to clean that. Right, Fortunato coilovers. LRB, these things, man, these things cleaned up. This whole thing, this whole underbar right here is just trashed. I mean, after working on the car and stuff like that, it gets banged up. So these LRB panels, solid. I had them powder coated in the gloss black. It really cleans it up, right? You walk up to it, you can't even, it just flows, right? And a lot of people say it's like, oh, doesn't it affect airflow? Bro, you're not going that fast for you to get airflow affected by a fucking panel, bro. If you were going that fast, you wouldn't even be in the market for those. So Mishimoto radiators, they make solid stuff. I had a bunch of issues with mine. I just worked with it, and eventually I got it to where it's going. But if I could go back and change it, I would definitely go to a Koyorad. The triple pass, solid. Those things are monsters. But really, all I got left is this engine swap. Am I looking forward to it? Absolutely not. But that's literally the only thing that's left. So yeah, right. This is how crazy this is. This hood, and that's daylight, right? So it's this hood. It's the OG twill, right? You ain't messing with this. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but this hood's very hard. When I got this, I was told that there's only 9 in the United States, and this was one of them. So this is the OG Elixir 2, right? Back in the day, these were very sought after. So this was, well, I mean, I think this really is. This is the creme de la creme of this whole car. Then the headlights, the blue tints. The SSR SP3s are good. I'm also running a bunch of Figs engineering stuff, right? Even the hood shocks, right? Those are meant for the carbon fiber hood. But yeah, Figs engineering, man. Oh, and then this is the Mitsubishi, right? But Figs makes a bunch of amazing stuff, so definitely check them out. Oh, also, I have some dress-up bolts, right? Nothing crazy, just wanted to clean it up. The gold to kind of complement the bronze, right? Just little touches here and there. I need to do the brakes. I have those, right? It's just the OEM caliper, just kind of painted over, nothing crazy. I want to change it up. I bought another set of calipers, if you can tell. I want to get these powder coated on new brakes. What is that? I think it's a big 3 upgrade. There's some stuff that I got to do, right? But got to do that. I'm just trying to think if I want to do white, if I want to do red, if I want to do blue. If I do white, it's going to be a pain in the ass to clean. If I do black, it just stays how it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, nothing really crazy. You still got the factory seats up there, the factory steering wheel, the factory USDM airbag. That thing has the Japanese airbag, so if the airbag does go off, like, you ever seen those comics where like someone gets hit and it's just a pow and like the comments, that's what's gonna happen. The factory trunk mat. I got the little thing that goes in the wheel well. The trunk, see, this thing is fucking cooked. There's an upgraded alternator. I also need to do that. I don't know if that's going to help with the ground. The stockies, I don't know if you can see it. The stocky IS300 wheels. Yeah, all the AMSOIL, solid oil, right? Make sure you check them out. Yeah, that's the car. Hope you enjoyed. I'll probably do a video of the S1000 just so you guys can get an idea of that too. Lots of fun stuff on that. Right there, teasers, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.